Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red. This sunny morning, wow, complete change around. And wasn't it windy last night? Mark chapter 4 and verse 15. These are the ones who are beside the road where the word is sown. And when they hear, immediately Satan comes and takes away the word which has been sown in them. And you get this sense that this word immediately, Satan comes and takes away the word. And how does Satan take away the word from those who have received it from a shallow perspective? They've had hardly any soil to sow in. It's just dirt and dust. So the conditions are really unhealthy for the seed to develop and grow. So the environment in which they live in makes it virtually impossible for this seed to ever germinate because it's in constant conflict with the surroundings, and therefore it has no opportunity in the way, say, another seed and better soil would actually grow. And so the consequences of this attempt for Satan to sabotage the opportunity for the seed to produce anything is really what Jesus is talking about here. And he says immediately, so before it even gets a chance to germinate, the enemy, Satan, comes and snatches away. Now, how does he do that? Well, he does it through the circumstances and the realities that are going on in the individual's life. So if you're a person who really can't trust, then you will find it difficult to believe. And if you find it difficult to believe, and faith is about believing and trusting, you're going to have a major spiritual problem on your hands internally in allowing any seed to grow in you, because you will always be suspicious about whatever someone is trying to say that's going to help you. You will rely on, as it were, your old historic value system that you're being accustomed to. And even if that value system is really messed up your whole life, so that it's never really brought you success, never really brought you peace, never brought you joy, but you would rather stay in the place of bondage because that's the place you know, that's the security that you're working in, rather than the hope of freedom. We did a Bible study yesterday and we looked at Judges and we looked at Samson and we looked at the opportunity God was giving the people of Israel through Samson. And yet the people were unwilling. 3,000 of them turned up at Samson's door and said, "We need to take you to the Philistines," because they were afraid of the opportunity that Samson was about to give them in regards to the freedom that God was offering them in delivering them from the tyranny of the Philistines. And so many people are so unwilling to trust. And that's an enemy. And there are many enemies in the lives of people. And the flaws and the fragilities of our identity make it sometimes almost impossible for us to allow the seed to grow. And so there's a process to go through in order to bring some kind of security, a place in your garden where God can put some decent soil and He can start to move into positive areas of your life so that you can learn to trust, that you can learn to believe, that you can learn to hope, that you can learn to adventure with God, that you can learn to hear and learn to see. And that's what the Holy Spirit does. He is restoring the internal reality of who we are so that we can be in a position to take this fresh new seed that God is longing to bring into our lives. The time is gone. God bless you. Have a great weekend and I'll see you on Monday morning.